TFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber. Your world unleashed.
Thank you, Zacho. Welcome back. Final hour of the Power Trip Morning Show. Me, Max, and Zach will host it again tomorrow. We have Barb coming in. Rosie will be gone, but we have a large...
Yeah, I'm sure for one day. That's
that's
enough.
all right. That's all right.
Summertime.
You guys are crushing it, by the way.
Thank you.
Running the
Parrish
ship.
will be in, and then Tommy is going to make a Wednesday, Thursday appearance for us. And then Friday, we're in Detroit Lakes for a initials major with Crease and the whole gang.
Is Corey still playing poker, or is he
My
out?
sources say he's out.
He is out.
He is out?
Of the tournament.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'll keep that ticket in my pocket.
Yeah. That ticket will pay, though.
Corey doesn't go outside in Vegas when it's nice in Vegas.
No, he does not.
When it's 122, he probably doesn't go. I mean, I saw a story yesterday in the network news, and they're talking about it was in Vegas and how warm it is. You know, the guy's got the register with him on the sidewalk, right? Which is, concrete jungle, whatever it might be. And it was 120, 125, whatever it was. And then the same guy put it against one of those posts, metal posts.
Oh, my.
145.
Hideous.
If you accidentally, put your hand on that thing.
Yeah. I saw a picture of on Twitter of a person. They had a thermometer in the car, and touching the steering wheel, it was 142 degrees.
Well, this story right here. It was so hot yesterday in New York. Where is it? There's some story.
Nice
no, sorry. It's been so hot in Arizona that they are making banana bread in their car.
I saw that.
That's incredible.
Nuts.
That's nuts.
Panini bread.
Man.
Okay, calm down.
B-nana.
Okay, how did you find a way to fit that word in twice in today's show?
He can't help himself. Sports.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
The Minnesota Twins won 8-6 over the White Sox in 11 innings, and this is how the first inning went.
Trevor Larnach with a bomb to right field. Sheets going back. It's a home run. Trevor Larnach. You better call your mama right now, sir.
Yes. I love it.
Larnach with his 8th home run of the season came with 2 outs. And the Twins are on the board.
He's there for one reason only.
Wow, Rosie.
Wait, what?
Correa hit a massive home run in the 7th to take the 6-5 lead. The White Sox then tied it, but in the 11th, they scored 2 runs. Your Twins, Rosie, are 52-39. They are 5 games back of the Guardians, who lost 1-0 to Detroit. Same 2 teams today at 7:10 with Marne on the call. We will speak to her in about 15 minutes.
Oh, terrific.
The Twins are now 8-0 against those White Sox, Rosie, who are 26-67.
They're brutal, to say the least. They made it entertaining last night, and the Twins helped them make it entertaining. But you knew they were going to get to the White Sox bullpen. And the Twins have a lot of different ways to beat you right now. And they got a plethora of young players who've been, up and down. And obviously Miranda's the kind of the key guy who looked like, I heard him on yesterday driving around with Common. Paul Molitor was on the show out there at the golf course.
Yeah,
you guys
unbelievable.
For the charity golf tournament. And, Miranda had an injury last year, and he was struggling, and it looked like, he was a forgotten man.
Yeah.
And he's just one example. And by the way, Royce Lewis has been out of the lineup.
Right.
Arguably their best player or second best player. And they don't miss a beat with this lineup with the contributions they're getting now from, so many different players every single day. I mean, I hope they make a move with their pitching staff.
Same.
Don't sit on your hands. I mean, you can certainly catch Cleveland. But more importantly, you have to start thinking about September and October.
Yes.
October in particular. You won a series last year, but you have to ask yourself, Derek Falvey and Thad Levine, when you face Baltimore, when you face the Yankees, when you face Seattle, whomever, can you stack up against them in a series with your pitching staff?
Right.
And right now, my answer is no.
No.
I mean, you can't. Especially since Pablo Lopez is still struggling. And he's on again, off again, on again, and that's just not going to cut it. Bailey Ober's been consistent, Joe Ryan. But, I mean, I really hope, since they didn't do it during the offseason, this is the time to send a message to the clubhouse and, more importantly, to the fans. We're in it to win it. I mean, we knocked on the door last year. This is not about just making the postseason. You're going to get a wild card berth at the worst, I think, right now.
Oh yeah,
but it's about getting there and competing against these other teams.
Yeah,
and make a move. You have enough in the minor league system right now, and I think that's what the fans want. And the people in the clubhouse, the Carlos Correas, the leaders on this team. They don't want to just be satisfied with just getting in this year and maybe winning a series.
Right. Well, and the thing that we talked with Bonus about a couple hours ago is this is also a situation where, let's say a guy was making $30 million. You only have to pay him 10.
Oh,
right? Because
another guy they trade
of the
for.
season, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is right in the Twins' alley, but they got to do it because the grief and the hammering that they got from Creasel and I and all the others when they spent no money after they made the playoffs. And I know they've had a rough go with COVID and everything. People aren't going to games. I get all that. But it is very tough when you have a very good team like this team is. They were right. I was wrong. They have a good team. But this could be a great team. But you got to add money to it.
And
you
guys, I think that, from I'm looking at Max, I'm looking at Alexis. I mean, the young fans are engaged with this team now. I mean, I'm not equating it with the Timberwolves or I'm just saying the young players are making these fans engaged with them
Brooks
now.
Lee is must see, man. The
Yeah,
guy's
Brooks Lee is
478.
He's a switch hitter.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know that.
Well, I know a lot
Put
of
his
things.
keys in the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have a lot of options. Buxton's come back real strong. He's hitting 280. I've had guys write me on, Buxton sucks. He's never going to be any good. I said, well, he's healthy now. He's playing every day.
He's playing well, yeah.
And he's hitting 280, and he's Byron Buxton. So
I mean, Correa's hitting like 400 in his last 31 games.
It's nuts.
I mean, he's one of the best shortstops in the league.
But
he
they
just
don't really
plays for a team that nobody really cares about.
this team has hit home runs in how many straight games?
23,
24,
I think it was. Yeah.
There's not. I mean, I was saying there's not a weakness in their lineup right now, but Rocco has options every single day.
Bonus
They don't even include
yeah, correct.
Royce Lewis right now. Not going to be back till after the All-Star break.
Man.
But I mean, he's their best player, arguably, day in, day out.
You can't make the team in the tub, man. He's
I know.
always hurt.
Always.
The best
It's hard
ability is availability,
to
and
imagine.
he's rarely available.
Can I write that down?
Yeah, I think Star told me that. The new Netflix football documentary Receiver comes out tomorrow, featuring our guy Justin Jefferson, which will be, all of us earlier said we'd all watch it. That's going to be great.
I've watched a little bit of the, by accident, I didn't even know it existed. I ran into the Hard Knocks preseason
With
the New York Giants.
People are pissed about that.
Why?
Because it's showing like a lot of this behind the scenes stuff that other teams will not agree to.
Oh.
And like how they did the Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
People
I was
aren't proud of that.
shocked to see that.
This will be a one and done. Teams
I don't
won't agree to
disagree
this.
with you because they are showing it's much more than just how
Correct.
to make the team with football related. It's big decision making.
Right.
You're going behind closed doors and hearing about how they're dealing with all the free agents.
That's even like the quarterback series. There was
Yeah.
a lot of quarterbacks who turned it down because they were like, I
Right.
don't want
Well, and
that behind the scenes.
Our old guy Kirko said he would do it, but he has to have final say of what is shown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I
Yeah.
get that. He's
It
a
is
private
interesting.
guy, and that was great, man. That
Yeah,
was
it was
really
so
good.
good.
I think I watched it in a day.
So I'm sorry. I was waiting for my turn to talk.
Yeah.
When does the quarterback thing start?
The receiver thing
I'm
starts
sorry.
tomorrow.
The receiver tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, good.
I don't, Zach, do you know how many episodes it is?
No.
Oh, of course.
Quarterback, I think, was like
Dynamite
8.
drop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
There's still going to be a
45.
second season.
See,
of
there you go.
quarterback.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a 45 episode series.
Keegan
45.
Bradley was named captain of the 2025 Ryder Cup team. Did you go to the Ryder Cup, Rose, when it was here?
Oh, of course. Yeah, we covered
it's
it
a
every
great
day.
event. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun at Hazeltine. Yeah, I mean, the fans would line up, at dawn, basically.
Yeah.
And Hazeltine does a marvelous job
There's
of
like
hosting
40
big events.
salespeople in the hall. Are we in trouble?
Back in 5 years, by the way.
Yeah, it is back in 5
Like
years.
every salesperson is out in the hallway. Is it over?
It might be over.
Do we need to run
Is
best
this an
of?
intervention?
No, is this it? I'm not kidding. I know I easily get distracted. That's why the
There's
TV's.
like a case of balls out there, like
Tommy's
ping pong balls or something.
What?
What are we doing? The
What's
lottery? Is this who gets to stay and who gets to leave? 4-time. This is the, no one is shocked by this. This is how the tweet was worded. 4-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, was named the French basketball team. No kidding.
Yeah, congrats, young man. Yeah.
That'll be a good team, Max.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier. No 3 second in the paint rule, and Victor Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert.
No,
Good luck.
I mean, I'm really excited because they are really a melting pot. That team of the United Nations. They're not just all French. You know what I mean? They are from all over the place, and that is going to be a competitive basketball team.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We talked about earlier. If you could bet that the U.S. team won't lose, I would bet they won't lose. This is the best team they've assembled since the Dream Team.
Probably, but again, it's how you play as a team, and they have a short period of time, but an embarrassment of riches, obviously, with the scorers they have. It's just a matter of who wants to play defense on that team.
Right.
And there's not many. If you look around that roster, Ant will play defense.
Ant will. How awesome would it be also just the visual if the United States does end up playing France of Ant just absolutely dunking on Rudy Gobert, like just demolishing Rudy Gobert.
That bit of the Redeem Team on Netflix where they talk about how their first game, it was a showcase. It wasn't even a game. It may have been their first. It doesn't matter. But how Kobe said, "I'm running through Paul Gasol's chest," and they're like, "No, you're not," and he did.
And he did.
And that's the kind of mentality I would bet Ant has, 100%. Where he'll go right at Rudy. He doesn't care.
I didn't realize they were out in Vegas too right now working out.
That's their first game's tomorrow. Against Canada.
Vegas.
And people are saying that
too hot, Rose.
That Cooper Flagg kid that's supposed to be the number 1 draft pick. Sorry, Zeko.
Yeah.
They were saying that he was tearing it up at the practices yesterday.
Yeah, he
was getting rave reviews.
And the New Jersey Nets have 7 picks in next year's draft, and they hope one of them's him. Last bit before we break and come back and talk to Marne, who did the Twins game yesterday. We talked about this yesterday. Joey Chestnut tweeted back at Buffalo Wild Wings when they said if he ate 200 boneless wings, they would extend their all-you-can-eat boneless wings into August. It's Mondays and Wednesdays. He did it. He ate 200 in 38 minutes.
Dude, that's so...
I could eat 200 chicken wings, but I would need 3 business days to do it. Yeah,
right. He did it in 38 minutes, and he had a smile on his face.
Rich and flavorful.
Whoa. I don't know what that was.
And he was ineligible for the big 4th of July thing.
But they're doing a live bit on Netflix with him and Kobayashi, which will be must-see TV.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that.
Those guys are the best. All right, we'll come back. Marne will join us from Chicago after last night's brilliant performance as the first female to do play-by-play for your Minnesota Twins.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.
Superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet? The Fan and BigDeck.com want to help put $1,000 in your hand. Listen weekdays for your shot to win.
They all thought my tiny deck was funny. They chided and chanted, "My deck now." What do you think of my big deck now? Bigger is better. Visit BigDeck.com and get your deck on.
What's up, everybody? This is Stephen A. Smith, host of the Stephen A. Smith Show podcast. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the very least as I bring you all new episodes that feature the biggest headlines in the world of sports, pop culture, and business, and I answer your phone calls and respond to your tweets. You'll hear my unfiltered opinions and straight-shooter interviews with top celebrities and game changers. All that and more. So listen to the Stephen A. Smith Show podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search the Stephen A. Smith Show podcast. Start listening.
The Cravings Value Menu from Taco Bell. 10 items each for just $3 or less, including faves like the cheesy double beef burrito, loaded beef nachos, and the 3-cheese chicken flatbread melt at participating U.S. stores while supplies last. Price varies. Tax extra. Double seasoned beef compared to the Burrito Supreme.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey for Livia Weight Control Centers, and we are celebrating summer. Livia wants to help you get healthier and more active so you can enjoy everything our beautiful summer days have to offer, whether it's weekends at the lake or picnics at the park. Summer's just so much better when you're feeling better. And right now, you'll get 3 months free when you join Livia's doctor-recommended and award-winning program. Call Livia today and lose up to 10 pounds or more in your first 2 weeks. Now that's a reason to celebrate. I love the one-on-one support. I lost more than 50 pounds more than 10 years ago. I've kept it off, and now I'm losing more again. I love Livea. I could not have reached my goals without them. Make the most of your summer. Join today and get your first 3 months of Livea's nutrition plan for free. Livea.com, that's Livea. Livea.com or call 855-GO-LIVEA. Plus, new at Livea, semaglutide and tirzepatide weight loss medications. Visit Livea.com and call 855-GO-LIVEA. Personalized one-on-one nutrition and medical support. Choose the trusted leader serving our community for more than 15 years. Livea.
When it comes to renting out your property, the uncertainty of finding reliable tenants can feel like a real guessing game. Responsible renter or perpetual party animal. Enter Renter's Warehouse, the pros who turn the uncertainty of finding great tenants into peace of mind. Renter's Warehouse offers top-notch leasing and tenant placement services, ensuring you get trustworthy renters without the hassles and headaches. From marketing and showing your property to screening tenants and preparing the lease, their team of experts handles it all so you can sit back and watch the rent roll in. Renter's Warehouse even warranty their tenants for up to 18 months absolutely free. With no upfront fees, Renter's Warehouse works for you, not the other way around. And if you need ongoing management, they've got you covered too. All for a flat monthly fee. So why leave your rental success up to chance? Let Renter's Warehouse take the guesswork out of property management and leave you with peace of mind. Visit renterswarehouse.com today to request a free rental analysis. That's renterswarehouse.com. Or call 952-444-6996 to speak to a rent estate advisor today.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce from my great friends at Chill Boys and chillboys.com. Chill Boys makes the best undies I've ever had on. They're incredible. They're made from bamboo. They got everything you need to feel comfortable and feel like you got nothing on. Your boys will love them, and so will that gal in your life. Go to chillboys.com right now. Mention Sauce15. Put that in the keyword bit. You get 15% off right now at chillboys.com. They're a local company. I love the underwear at Chill Boys and chillboys.com.
You're free now. Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers. Free to be everything you imagine and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
Is your pressure washer weak or leaking? Not hot enough? Overdue on maintenance? Are you ready to trade it in? You need American Pressure.
Yes, Dan, we have service at our location or yours to get your machine running safely and at peak performance. Or we'll supply you a new pressure washer when you're ready.
American Pressure stocks tons of options, and you won't be disappointed if you call them. Ben, how do they reach you?
Simple. Call us at 763-521-4442. Visit AmericanPressure.com or see us in Robbinsdale.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here at Snack O'Clock, and we've got just what you need at holiday. Try our AM and PM hot snacks, crispy, cheesy, and oh so spicy. Mix and match to find your perfect combo, and don't miss out on the spicy queso beef taquito. It's snack time all the time with hot snacks at holiday.
Catalyst Supply Co. is a cutting-edge service-based lumberyard. They can support your upcoming projects with brands like Anderson Windows and Doors, Trex Composite Decking, and James Hardy Siding. They are an official partner of the Minnesota Wild and your partner in building materials. Visit CatalystSupplyCo.com and boost your build.
Check out the pendant necklace that transforms into reading glasses at BlinksReaders.com.
You're listening live to The Power Trip on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Metal legends Metallica are taking over U.S. Bank Stadium August 16th and 18th. Don't miss their M72 World Tour featuring 2 nights of epic performances, different set lists, and a bold new in-the-round stage. Single-day tickets are still available. For full details, head over to KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
All right, we're going to have to do what Common does, and we're going to have to find a topic that somebody, maybe Zacho, can talk about for about 10 minutes, because all of us, a segment ago, everybody was like, what's going on out in the hallway? Well, Top the Tater showed up and brought every single one they have.
Like
this Taco
morning.
Fiesta is A+, so we're going to need to eat this. Zacho, talk about something. Talk about your favorite band, Slipknot.
A Pepsi freestyle machine. Coke freestyle machine.
Pepsi did have it briefly, and they got rid of it.
Oh, really?
It didn't work out well.
Cigarette tax, go.
I mean, hey, just keep pricing people into poverty that,
The guy from the Nuggets that got fired, go.
The guy from the Nuggets?
Who's that guy?
The guy that tweeted about
Carolina? Or not Carolina, Charlotte?
Yeah.
What else? What else do you not like? Corey
that.
Cove, go.
Corey Cove.
Corey Cove really, really good dude. Love him. Nicest guy on the planet. Off the air.
Okay.
On the air, he's the biggest meanie guy ever.
Meanie guy? Or just
I don't know.
third grade?
Do we have Marnes?
We will in just shortly here.
Okay.
And we're going to have her on the Power Hour, by the way, video. So KFAN.com/watch if you want to see the big TV star in action.
So last night, Marne was the first gal to call a regular season Twins game. She's done a few preseason games, but this was her first call in the first inning from Trevor Larnach.
Trevor Larnach with a bomb to right field. Sheets going back. It's a home run. Trevor Larnach. You better call your mama right now, sir.
Yes.
Oh, Rosie.
I got excited.
Larnach with his eighth
You were in the
home
booth.
run of the season came with 2 outs, and the Twins are on the board.
And then Carlos Correa did this.
Rosie. See what he does here.
Oh, he took another big swing. Correa deep to left field.
Tarzan.
Back in the wall. It's going to go over the wall.
Let her have her moment, Rose.
Step on her.
Correa. Hitless no longer tonight. He's given the Twins back the lead.
What an incredible AB right there. Took the words out of my mouth. That was unbelievable. Fastballs up and in.
Yeah, once in a while, you have to add your own 2 cents.
And then finally the Brooks Lee hit.
Put pressure on the defense.
Oh, my God.
How about Denard's fan was in the booth?
Delivers. The Twins have the go-ahead run. What a start to the big league career of Brooks Lee.
The Minnesota Twins won 8-6 in those 11 innings, as Alexis said earlier. You prep for 9. When it goes extra, it may be a little bit tough. We'll ask Marne about that when she joins us, but she was excellent last night.
Well, and what I like about her comments is obviously she's been doing links basketball and other opportunities down the road. And since we have another female broadcaster here in the studio, I loved Marnie's line about, well, you know, basically, I'm sure your daughter was thrilled that she got to watch you do this. I'm thinking, well, I hope my son is too, that we are past the stage, Alexis, that we're thinking we're just, you know, whether it's Doris Burke or whomever nationally, that we're no longer looking at, well, it's a milestone, and for the Twins it was, and it should be acknowledged that way. But I think Marnie's opinion, and she can speak for herself in a couple of minutes, is that, you know, it's just I want everyone to enjoy the broadcasts, and say just my daughter, but hopefully my son is just as proud.
Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, there was like 2 female sports broadcasters I could think of, and they were reporters. Right. Now it's like you've got women doing play-by-play, you've got women doing color commentary, you've got women doing analysis on all the different shows that are on, talking about all the different leagues.
In the front offices now, too.
Yeah, I mean, literally so many different things.
Didn't the Kraken just name an assistant coach?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. First time in NHL history that a woman was named as part of the coaching staff like
Rosie
that. So.
was on Reddit about that.
Yeah, right.
But it is wild. And to your point, yeah, it's like we're past the point of like, oh, we're doing this for the young girls. It's like we're just doing this, and I hope people enjoy tuning in and watching, not because I'm a woman or a woman doing this for the first time, but because I'm a fan of what this person does. I like listening to their commentary. They're smart, they're funny, they're entertaining, and it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. It just matters that you're good at your job, and I think that's kind of the point we're at, which is crazy because that wasn't the case even, I would say, 10 years ago. I mean, it's wild.
There were some, and I got the opportunity to hire a bunch of women in our sports department over the years, starting with Michelle Tafoya and all the way to Grace Lee Nickel and, you know, a few others. And but there to have, I mean, when I watch, like, I'm partial because Courtney Cronin, I got to know when she was here covering the Vikings.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She is as good as it gets, period.
Yeah.
On any of those shows that she does on ESPN. She's as knowledgeable about all the sports. She's articulate. She states her case, opinionated, not afraid to mix it up. And I don't think of, when I'm watching it, I mean, at this point, well, that's a woman's viewpoint.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hope most, and now there are men.
Oh, my God.
That's going to be an all.
That's going to be
I'm here. That's the state there.
I'm here, Rosie.
That's all time.
Get that, Zach.
Poor Rosie.
I'm in here one day in the next 2 weeks. I'm trying to make a salient point about.
You'll be here. You'll be here over the next 2 weeks.
You're here 5 days a
I'll
week.
be in La La Land.
That sounded like an interview from Ted Bundy. That's a woman.
Jack, I'll pay you $50 to erase that right
now. No. Hockey will pay you $100 to keep it.
Oh, boy. Should have stopped when...
But you're right, Rose. You are right.
Yeah.
Even
like with
awesome.
the PWHL this year, I was making the comment about when Minnesota lost that double OT game in Game 4, our crew showed a shot of a young boy in the crowd sobbing. And I said on the broadcast, I said to somebody, I said, it's insane watching that because... First of all, I feel terrible for this kid. Same. Right. But second of all, the fact that it's a young boy sobbing, because when I was growing up, if you liked women's sports, you were a woman. Most men that I knew and most kids my age that were boys didn't really watch women's sports or know of many women's sportscasters. Nowadays, I know all kinds of people who like women's sports, and it doesn't just have to be women who like it. And same with women's sportscasters. I mean, it's honestly amazing, and it feels like a long time coming, but it also feels like it's happened so fast in the same breath, because even back when I was in college, which was now a long time ago, but still, even then it felt different. And now it's like I'm in the thick of this career, and it's like, man, life feels so different than it did when I first started.
Well, I'm reading
doing
a book right now. You're looking live. It has to do with the birth of the NFL today, arguably the best pregame football show ever done with Brent Musburger, Jimmy the Greek, and
I just watched the 30 for 30 about Jimmy the Greek.
Yeah, and he's an interesting story.
Yeah.
But, they hired Phyllis George, who was a beauty queen, right? And how she had to establish herself and her credibility as a broadcaster. This is in the 70s. Think about it. And what took place during that time and dealing in a very male chauvinistic world of broadcasting that she dealt with. And it's interesting. And so, I mean, it is. We are 2024. We're talking about it. And on Marne, I'm sure we'll kind of poo-poo it a little bit. At the same time,
do we have Marne
kudos to Marne.
No, I'll let you know when we do.
She's just a pro at what she does, everything she does.
Yeah,
We know.
she's
We all
great at
know
everything.
that.
But even like back, like when I first started broadcasting, I would get the question a lot, what's it like to do it as a woman? I don't really get that question anymore. Now it's just like, tell me about your job. Like, how cool is it? Like, what do you love about it? Like, those are the questions I get now. And I'm sure a lot of other women in the industry feel the same way. And not that I disliked that question, because it was an important question to ask at the time. But now it's like we're almost even past that question. It's not even about being a female in the industry. It's just about being in the industry.
Hey, Marnes.
Hey, hi.
Hey, Marne. Hey, Marne.
Good morning.
I didn't see it because I don't have an illegal cable hookup, and the link Max sent me didn't work. But I heard you did a wonderful job, and we mean this. All of us are extremely proud of you of what you did last night.
Love you,
You're great
Marne.
at it.
You're the best, Marnes.
I mean, except
Thank
for a
you.
couple of the slurs you yelled at one of the home runs. Everything else was
Yeah,
great.
those were on the air, Marnes.
Yeah.
Be careful.
You showed him the
You
card
gotta
I
take
gave
your
you,
shot.
though, right?
trip.
But how was it, Marnes? What was it like? Tell us all
Gotta
about
take
it.
your shots. First of all, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. It was fun. I'm not delusional. I don't think I just called a wonderfully perfect game and there's nothing left to do. I'm really glad there are 3 games because I'm happy to be in a rhythm and get a lot better before I dip out. But it was fun, and even got a little bit easier as the game went on, because the first few innings, there's so many elements as a TV broadcaster that you have to satisfy, like the Menards batting lineup and the starting pitcher home furniture stats, and like all these sponsors need to be paid because that's how I get paid. And so just like executing that, then there's also the baseball thing, the actual game. It's I found that it was really moving fast for me. And I'm not just talking about the pitch clock, but the game, I need to slow the game down. It was fun, but I got some work to do.
Well, Marne, you say it was moving really fast, which is ironic since it's baseball, not a basketball game that you've done.
I know.
And you have 2 partners in the booth. And so tell me about getting used to the rhythm of baseball, and also your partners, because, when to talk, when not to talk, when they want to interject something, how that process went, and because it's an orchestra, as you know, I mean, to kind of keep that whole rhythm going for in this case, 11 innings last night.
Yeah, for sure. Rosie, thanks for asking about my multiple partners.
Yeah, that's a Rosie question.
Well, that's,
do that.
I didn't want to delve too deep into your past.
Justin Morneau. Justin Morneau is a pro, and he's done hundreds of games at this point. Denard Span has done 6.
Yeah.
He did 3 Twins games and 3 Tampa Bay Rays games. So he and I were kind of up there going, okay, where are you going to put your score sheet? Well, I'm going to put my score sheet here. And then I didn't have my computer open. I'm going to use my iPad. We were both trying to figure out what sort of strategy we were using to be broadcasters, and neither one of us had worked in a 3-person booth. I have in the NBA. I've called a Wolves game with Jim Peterson and Rebecca Brunson, both as analysts, and it's not easy, and it's good to have conversations before the game, because you're right, Rosie. It's not just your standard I talk, you talk, I talk, you talk. There was more eye contact, and I felt like we did a little bit of pointing, like, yeah, go ahead. It was a dance, man. It was a dance. And I was really thankful to have both of them, because I didn't feel like I had a whole lot to say other than some of the basics. And I did plenty of research. But even that, a guy comes up 4 times in a game. If I already blew all my stats and cute storylines on him in his first at bat, now his next 3, I'm like, yeah, remember what I said about him getting called up? Still true. Great story. So it was nice to be able to know that if I got stuck or got to a point where I just didn't feel like I had a lot, that I had 2 other guys who definitely would.
Marty, we were talking earlier, I was talking about how difficult it can be to be thrown into a new role, and that first time you're just trying to get to the end of the game. So in the case of baseball, right, you're thinking 9 innings. If I can get through these 9 innings, game over, I did it, and we can start thinking about the next one. When it goes more than 9 innings, all of a sudden it starts to get a little hairy, right? I mean, what is that like when you're doing this for the first time and you're thinking, I just got to get to the end of this game, and then the end is a little prolonged?
I could have done without those last innings, but adding to the drama and having a great game to call, that was awesome. So a score sheet usually has for sure 9 innings, and then they go a lot of times 11, 12, whatever, goes to 12 usually. And I've done score sheet baseball games where I have to take a second sheet, and then it really gets messy. And with the pitching changes and position changes, that's another thing. I'll show you my defensive.
KFAN.com/watch.
If you want to see
whatever she's about to show us.
My defensive
look at that hotel room.
Changes. Yeah, isn't that nice? So, for example, like this is
who is that?
This is high level next stuff. It's like an empty sheet of computer paper stapled to a manila envelope. But I have our defense on one side and Chicago's defense on the other.
That's
but
nice
every
handwriting.
time they make a position change, especially a pitcher change, like I got to write in the new guy so that like when the ball is hit.
Whoa, what's that top guy's name? That looks like a swear word.
Oh, Julks.
Oh, got it.
It's Julks. I kept it clean.
Yeah.
I should make sure I didn't write any secret messages on here.
Yeah.
But there's that reference so that when a ball is hit to center, I mean, I know our guys, I can see them, I know who they are, but like the White Sox, they started with Julks, they went to Luis Robert, Julks moved into right, that kind of stuff. So I just have to glance at this, and then they made all these pitching changes by the time we get to 11 innings. So my score sheet was getting all rattled up.
What is the advantage of keeping score on your own sheet, knowing that there is obviously so many digital options there, but what is the advantage of keeping the pen and paper or pencil?
Erasable pen for me.
Okay.
Erasable pen. For me, it's the way I do it. Like when there's, if a lot of people will do like a single to center, just like write 7 or to left, write 7 and then put the runner on first base. And I will write F7, L7, G7. Was it a fly ball to left? Was it a ground ball to left? What is it? A liner to left? Because then it helps me remember the next time that player comes up. It helps me remember how that ball got to left field. Like Max Kepler hit a rocket to first base and he was out. It was a line drive. So I put L3 and then I put an exclamation point by it so that the next time he comes up, I know he just didn't get out by hitting it to the first baseman. He got out by lining it. And by my exclamation point, I know the translation of that is something a little extra happened.
Bombastic.
So it's like my notes. It's like shorthand, maybe.
Everyone has a different style of scoring baseball. It's astonishing how many different ways there are. Other sports, you get a chance to talk to the coaching staff and whatever before the game. How did the Twins cooperate in terms of did you sit down with Rocco before the game, or all that stuff that's ahead of time to give you some more information?
Yeah, everything was normal, standard. I talked to Rocco, but just in the group setting. Okay. He gave me the first question, which was so kind. Other than that, it was business as usual.
Maxo, last question for Marne. She's got to go because I think she's on TV after this.
Marne's, I'll have you know that I searched several of my bootleg sites just to make sure that I got your call. And right when I turned on the game, I heard your home run call, and you know it's instantly iconic. We've played it like 40 times today because we all love it so much. I can't get sick of it. I was with the gal last night. I said like 50 times, like that's Marne Gellner. Like that's my friend. I call her Marnes. But anyways, it seemed like you had that ready to go. Is that going to be like your go-to catchphrase, or do you got another home run catchphrase ready to go for tonight?
No, I barely have the one, and I was not going to use it. And when Larnach hit that ball, Justin leaned like almost into my face, and he was going like this. Come on. And I was holding off, and then I just blurted it out. I had not intended to use it, especially not today, because this team is so good. They have this home run thing going, and I didn't want to step in and be like, yeah, look at me. I got a home run thing, because it really isn't about me, but let's face it, it's about me. So I blurted it once. They said it. They hit 2 more home runs. I didn't say it at all. I might throw it in again on Wednesday if I get a chance, because I might never call a Twins game again. I have no idea. So to be able to like put a stamp on it, leave a little mark, that was fun. I would not have done it had Justin not non-verbally coaxed it out.
So we have Morneau to thank for that then.
Yeah.
Is what you're
Correct.
saying.
Yeah.
I thought it was great, Marnes. I'm really proud of you, and you'll know this, that Max sent me a link, and after one try, and it was the White Sox broadcast, I didn't try again. So great job. But all your highlights that the Twins tweeted I'm really proud of you, man. I love you, Marnes. You're a great human.
Love you, Marne.
That was great.
You're the best, Marnes.
Yeah, that was
Rock
awesome.
on, Marnes.
Knock him out of the park again.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all.
We'll see you Thursday.
See you Thursday in DL.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Use that as your home run call. Just go, bye. Make it about
hooty-hoos.
me.
Yeah, do a hooty. Throw a hooty-hoo in there, Marnes, please.
She hung up. She threw her computer on the floor.
Darn it. I forgot. I had a text last night from
She's still there.
My attorney, who said...
Wait, which one? Your wife or your
No,
husband?
my husband.
Yeah.
That they should... he should drop a line in. Where was it? Like this is like a Grimmer. I can't remember what she said. Something like this is. I'll find it.
All right. Anyway. We'll do headlines as you look for it.
Go ahead.
Now it's time for headlines.
Zacho.
Brought to you by Wolf River Electric. Go solar. Wolf River. Want to get turned on?
Yeah, those billboards are brilliant. I love they're all over. They're so good. That's a brilliant billboard. This is the definition of a headline. Maxo and I are going to do dual headlines here.
Oh, boy.
A guy in Ohio peed on $500 worth of sandwiches at a store. That's all I've got. A guy in Ohio peed on $500 worth of sandwiches at a store.
That's like 5 Subway footlongs.
Yeah, man. $5 footlongs were A+.
What store had 500 sandwiches within peeing distance?
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's either a lot of pee or a lot of sandwiches in one small area, right?
Yeah. Did the Lord touch that?
Yeah,
So much money.
Yeah, is that holy bread?
Right, $500.
My God.
Man, so we don't have the context of the story. Did
What
he just
compels
walk in?
people to do this stuff?
My God.
God.
Like, who walks into a store and you're like, these sandwiches, you know what they need? My pee on them.
Yeah,
Like,
button bar.
Okay, I found it. He said to me and Max.
All right.
My attorney goes, how about Jose Miranda, he's hotter than a Times Square Rolex. Well, that's a woman's viewpoint.
Man, my dad was on fire last night. I woke up to 9 texts from him.
He was on. We were having fun because we were actually able to watch the game.
Yeah, yeah, it was great. Maxo?
The Hawk Tua gal was paid $30,000 for an appearance at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, where she was also honored for hitting 1 million Instagram followers. The news broke yesterday that she's in talks to get her own reality show.
Of course
and
she
she
is.
said recently in an interview that she has quit her job.
We need to stop making people famous for this kind of stuff.
I mean,
honestly.
It was fine.
It was funny, but now it's gone too
now?
far.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like, no
our
offense,
culture.
but is the reality show going to be her Hawk Tua-ing? Because that's
Right.
the whole reason that we were interested.
That's a different kind of
yeah,
show.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
But
but if it's not that,
Right.
That's
then
after
what
dark.
are we watching?
Is it just her catchprise? Like,
I guess.
Hey, we're going to go to the store. All right, Hawk Tua. And then they go to the store.
And I know this is the pot calling the kettle black, but are we really that horny as a nation that we want to see that?
I think the nation is.
Yeah, we
but,
are.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't need to see that. I don't know
We
about all
catch
you
on
guys,
to
but
this is the society we live in. It's it. I mean, it's like, what's the latest 24-hour, whatever. Andy Warhol was right. I mean, everyone's going to have their 15 minutes of
I mean,
fame.
there's people with like cool talents out there we could give TV shows to, but this is what we're doing.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. A 62-year-old guy in Tennessee, which I think is where she's from, is going viral after screaming at 2 kids, threatening to throw their phones in the water, breaking their fishing rods, all because they were fishing at a lake.
I saw the
behind
video.
his house.
He was drunk, man. Shocking.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe don't live on a lake if you don't want people fishing in your backyard.
When you watch the video, you literally want to throw him in the lake.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
He
That's
really
like when people
sucks.
get mad about golf balls being like shot in their yard when they live on a golf course.
right.
It's like, what do you want from these people?
Like, there's some local golf courses that have homes on them, and they're like a couple yards. They have like 6 no trespassing signs. Calm down.
Yeah.
No one's gonna just set up shop in your yard.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, chill out.
Plus, I'm going to get my Pro V1. You're not keeping it.
Right.
Maxo?
A poll found that the most polite city in the Midwest is
In the Midwest.
Iowa.
So the big,
city.
You guys are close.
Des
St.
Moines.
Paul, Minnesota.
Oh.
The most polite city in the Midwest, and the rudest is Evansville, Indiana, which I'm sure if Hawk was here, he could speak to that.
I have been there. Yeah.
The top 5 cities were St. Paul, Overland Park, Kansas, Naperville, Illinois, Minneapolis, and Des Moines. So 2 of the top 5 most polite cities in the Midwest.
Not in Wisconsin. Take that, Wisconsin.
Yeah. No shocker there. It says 64% said they wave at people they don't know, and 55% regularly hold doors open for strangers.
That's sweet. That's very kind. I do that. But it's the curb bit. How long do you hold the door for?
Yeah.
Seconds.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. If you're at the end of the hallway, unless you have topped the tater, I'm going in the door.
Yeah, and I'm not
There's a lot
sprinting
of
for it
people
either if you're holding it for a long time.
There's a lot of people that all get here about the same time in the morning. Unless you're within eye shot, I'm not waiting for you. I'm getting in the elevator and going.
Can I admit something?
Oh,
a
God.
major
Is this
flaw?
about what you do in the bathroom across the street?
No, and that
You got caught doing that.
No, I didn't.
Yes. You were going over there to hammer yourself.
I never did it. I couldn't get caught.
Okay,
OJ.
Yeah. Brilliant. You 100% did it. You admitted it.
No,
on the
I don't think
podcast.
I did. No.
Have you ever hammered yourself in that bathroom?
No.
Abbott's listening.
Yeah, who cares?
Didn't you write a blog post called "If I Did It, This Is How I Would Do It"?
Brilliant.
The whole book. No, I get so much anxiety from that whole like distance of how long I should hold the door open for that oftentimes I'll pull my phone out and not even go out the door, let the person go through and then leave after them.
That's a whole nother level.
Yeah,
I've got problems.
It's all right. You don't have these problems. A 24-year-old woman in Boston dined and dashed and pulled a gun when employees tried to stop her. All right? That's not even the worst part of this. She ran off, but police were easily able to ID her. How did they easily ID her?
The butt.
Oh,
The butt?
Let's see.
The officer's like, I know those cheeks anyway.
Yeah. They're juicy. Hi, Zach. Hawk's not even. I can't even blame Chris today.
How did they ID
the
her?
Hawk guy? Wow. Her voice.
Nope.
Don't know.
Her hair color.
Nope. Even
There's a bounty on that beaver. You know what?
Where do these
I'm so glad I'm not going to be here for another.
Yeah. I wish you were here every day. Anyway,
I am. I'm driving around and I hear it.
Why did you yell that?
Max!
They ID'd her.
You're supposed to be my friend.
She accidentally left her social security card behind.
Who carries her social
security?
Correct.
Wait.
Correct.
First of all, who carries it? Second of all, who takes it out
Right.
at a restaurant?
I have no idea. Who carries that?
Way to go, Alexis. Congratulations.
Bye, guys. It's been fun. I'll see you later.
Please show yourself out.
I had mine in my wallet because I think I was getting a new passport.
That's
and
the only.
I had it in my wallet for a while, and I think we were in Vegas, and Marnie's husband saw it when I was getting cash out, and he's like, why on earth do you carry?
I don't even know where my social security
I'm
card
pretty
is.
sure my mom still has mine. I don't even think
My
I'm in
mom
possession.
literally yesterday told me that she put it in some like fireproof safe. I wouldn't before yesterday. I wouldn't know where it was.
You're right. You don't carry
All
that
you gotta
around.
do is remember it.
That lady's an idiot. Yeah, mine is the easiest of all time.
What is your social security? What is it again?
No, I almost gave it away one time on the air.
Okay. Did she bring a gun intending to dine and dash and threaten whoever? Like, why did she have a gun?
Right,
with
was
her?
it just a spur of the
Yeah,
moment?
Maybe she grabbed.
I'm going to dine and dash right now.
Maybe she did the classic
How about
grab
this?
your social security card, not your credit card thing. And then,
Classic.
oh no.
After her and I think a friend of hers ate, she went to the bathroom, and the guy that she was with walked out. As she started to walk out too, and when the employees tried to stop her, she pulled a gun, a pink Glock.
Oh, my.
You go, girl.
So this is
That's really hot.
girl
Oh, yeah.
boss. Yeah, this is not her first rodeo. She's
this
got
is
the
not.
pink Glock
This
out
is not.
for sure.
Maxo?
A recent study found that we'll give our bosses a pass for demanding too much and being a jerk, but only if they're really good at their own job. Do you guys find that to be
Zacko?
true? Zacko, what do you think about our boss and if he's a jerk and if he's good at his job?
Best at his job. He is so good at his job. I've never seen anybody better at their job
Oh my God.
than Chad Abbott.
Really
How
nice
much
of you, Howie.
chapstick do you have on?
Button bar.
Rosie, you gotta make it harder for me.
You're giving us a bunch of gold today, Ro.
Well, you know I'm going to be gone. I'm going to L.A.
We need
tomorrow.
a State Fair T-shirt.
You've got plenty of them.
Button bar. A flight in China got canceled after a first-time flyer thought an emergency exit was the bathroom.
Okay.
And it deployed one of the slides. They were still on the ground, luckily, when it happened.
Apparently they never got out of
Doesn't it
kindergarten.
say emergency?
It literally
Also,
says.
did nobody stop them? If I saw
Right.
someone going to the emergency exit, I'd be like, wait a second.
Hey,
like,
bro.
bathrooms
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
way.
Don't they say, though, that once you're in the air, they're almost impossible to open because of the pressure?
Not even almost. They are.
They are?
Yes.
Yeah. Way to go.
Idiots.
Maxo?
Another recent study, got a lot of studies in my prep today. Another study said they found STDs among senior citizens jumped 24% during the pandemic. So some people were knitting, some people were collecting cards, and some people were collecting STDs, apparently.
I mean,
Better than stamps.
Wow. Speaking of senior citizens, jeez. A 63-year-old woman in the UK got scammed out of $250 by somebody posing as Kevin Costner online.
Come on.
I mean,
come on.
I'd fall for that.
$250 is different for everybody.
Right. But
consider yourself lucky if you just got scammed for $250.
Yes.
Right. Why
How
is
is
that
that
a
even
news
a story?
Correct.
Yeah.
I thought when I
Howdy,
first saw this, I
scammer.
thought it was $250,000. I don't know. Probably asked for money. I mean, he probably needs
finance his
the
new
real
movie.
Kevin Costner needs the money after that flop of a film.
Oh,
That
I'm
might
sorry.
have been
I'm
Kevin
kinda
Costner.
sad to hear that.
Do we know for sure?
Well played. Rosie, you're not going to see that. You love
know what?
movies.
I love Kevin Costner so much, and I want to support because I know he put his heart and soul into this thing. It's
He
a
like
two-parter.
refinanced a home that he had.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
It
It kind
bombed.
of
It looks
Well, wait a
terrible.
minute. Is it out?
Yeah, it bombed.
There's part one is already out.
Yeah,
I didn't even
think
know
it made
that.
$11 million.
Oh, my
That's
God.
yeah. That doesn't even pay his his part of it.
No. Right. Oh, boy.
Last one from me. McDonald's is adding a new McFlurry. A Kit Kat banana split.
Zach, do not say banana again. Hilarious.
I would try that. That sounds great.
I would try that, yeah.
Kit Kat?
I'm in on that.
I don't know about that.
The Kit Kat is great. I don't know why banana.
Yeah, why the banana?
Why banini?
Because it's got to be, it's not a banana split without a banana,
Right.
Zach.
Come on, Zach.
Yeah, but why the Kit Kat then?
I don't know. Ask Ronald.
Can I get it without the banana?
Oh, calm down.
You've never said that.
Yeah, Tommy just took his money back. Last one. Go ahead, Maxo.
Yeah, we've been talking about how hot it's been all around the country. Vegas, it's 120. It's supposed to get really hot here later in the week. Yeah. This it's a good timing for this week. It is National Nude Recreation Week. So good time to get down to the skivvies for everybody.
Yeah, Rose.
I'm not quite sure what that means, the legalities of all that. And do you really want to expose that much skin when it's 100 outside?
It's too hot out.
I mean,
it's too hot. Whoa.
Stay in air conditioning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Get naked in air conditioning.
Button bar.
Walk around naked on a beach.
Zach is going to be here until 2:30 in the afternoon.
I know. Well, I'll see you later. I'll see you next week.
Our next best of will just be Rosie.
Yeah, it'll just be Rosie. L.A. this week, Rosie back next.
Visiting my son. I'm very excited. I'm going to. We got a special field trip to the Motion Picture Museum. You know, I love my movies. I saw it when it was being built, and I've been dying to go there. The history of motion pictures, I mean, from A to Z. And so we're going to spend, it's like going to the Smithsonian, basically. It's hours and hours there. So I'm excited to see him. I'll see Kilborn. I'll hang out with my niece. And, yeah, seeing a lot of good friends out there. So
you back next week?
Back next week.
Week from today, we're betting on the last
last
major
open.
you're in, right? Of course
I'm in.
Alexis, where can we find you? Not like that. Just
right
what do
here,
you do?
right now. Yeah, at Alexis Mariana, Mirjana, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Hey, we made it through 2 days, you guys.
Let's go.
I'm proud of you guys. Well done.
It's been fun.
You put
guys
the
are
team
great.
on your back, Saucy.
You guys are
putting up 40 every day.
We're all doing it.
And real quick,
it's a team effort.
Speaking of team effort, thanks to Nick Madden for coming into and running
Hell
the video.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
The go!
Yep.
Yeah. Any final words, Rosie?
Me so horny.
All right. All right, love you, Rose. Bye.
Bye.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan.